Anyway, I think it's time to plot our route. Yeah. If anybody has any thoughts, I'm willing to try them. But for the meantime, I think let's just... Oh, perfect. Okay, so there... Oh, okay, yes. So not only is there a train station to get to Seattle, Seattle is also the most northwestern point of the map. Okay, so we'll start, like, north tip of Seattle. Maybe we'll start, like, right on the bay here. I think that'd be kind of fun. We'll start, like, right here. And then... That's going to take us... Ooh, that might take us through Lake Tahoe. I'd love to see, like, the Rockies proper, because we sort of skirted... I guess that's still the Rockies. What's... Like, the Sierra Nevada? Right? That's the other mountain range? I feel like they kind of come... Well, no, because I guess that would be this mountain range that they're calling the Coast Range. Yeah, we're doing Seattle to the Keys. Is Mount Rainier in this? I mean, it would be, I guess, around here. That's High Sierra. No, not that I see. I like maybe, yeah. There's not like a specific peak that I can see. Yeah, and it wouldn't be that far south. Oh, Ami, what'd you find? You can apparently do cheats to get money, but I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna take us like through the Rockies, I believe. I guess we can pick a little bit. Like, do we want to? Because you know, we're gonna be crossing over obviously at some point. So maybe. I'd love to go through Yosemite. I think that would be fun. So let's maybe go... Do we want to pick maybe a slightly northern route? Just to mix up the variety a little more? Like maybe we go Seattle, Yosemite, and then we go through the Rockies over to Salt Lake. Then we're sort of backtracking to get back down south. Unless... we keep going north, and then we shoot down, like, here. And then we go, like, Salt Lake through here to Yellowstone and south. Oh, my God, and that's still... Wow, yeah, okay. Oh, the Badlands! Oh, no way! Dude, I didn't know the Badlands were in the game. This is, like, my wife and I's favorite spot in the world to camp. Dude... All right, now I kind of want to go there because I kind of want to I want to drive through the Badlands a little bit and see if I sort of like recognize any of the terrain or any landmarks. Black Hills is also somewhat next to it, although I guess technically, you know, it's a little more over here. But anyway. Yeah, oh yeah, where's Pikes Peak? I know Pikes Peak's in the game. Would it be that's Jackson Hole. Okay, so it would be south of this. Red Rock. Well, no. Oh, there it is. There it is. Pikes Peak. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Pikes Peak only has a single up and down. I mean, that's just like real life. But, yeah, it would be fun to maybe... All right. I think this is what we're going to do. I think we're going to go north. And we'll take a little bit more of a north path. We're going to go Seattle, Yosemite... We'll kind of, you know, skirt along the Bonneville Salt Flats over to Salt Lake City. We'll take, like, whatever route. And then we'll go through whatever this region is, whatever we want to call this, over to Yellowstone, over to the Badlands. We'll drive through the Badlands down, and we'll hit Pikes Peak. We'll hit Pikes Peak. And then... I guess we'll probably go down. We missed St. Louis. We just went on the highway past St. Louis. So we'll hit up St. Louis. And then from there, we like really need to start heading south. So maybe we'll start kind of going this way. We can hit up Dallas. Ooh, yeah, okay. So we can go St. Louis and then go straight down to Dallas and then go straight east east to New Orleans. And then maybe we can do kind of a little loop around and hit up Miami and then down to the Keys. And then what's this? Key West. So Key West is the end point. Oh, we got a little cruise ship there too. Yeah, we'll end up right by the cruise ship. That's where we'll end. Yeah. And then I think we'll go through... Oh, IDK says you want to go through Cape Canaveral. Yeah, sure. We'll go New Orleans off to the east coast of Florida. And then we'll go south. We'll go through Cape Canaveral. We'll go through Miami. And then that's perfect because Miami, the highway leaving Miami takes us down to the Keys. I know it is like little Chub, Florida, right? Florida's a little bit goofy. Yeah, there's Sebring as well. It might be fun to like hit a lap at Sebring. We'll see. We'll see. This is already going to be we have way more pit stops than we did on the other trip. But we'll see. Well, if we have time, we'll maybe hit Sebring. Okay, first things first though, let's find a spot to get to a train station. I think you can do this. Can you go airport to train station in the game? I think it lets you. I think like any fast travel point lets you go to any fast travel point. And we'll drive there just because I want to like feel out the frame rate, make sure everything's running right, looking right, all that good stuff. From what I remember, yeah. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh my God, wait. Guys, we got ahead of ourselves. We need a new car. Okay, how much money do I have? Oh, I do. I have 40 grand. Okay, does anyone know how... Have I even, like, unlocked dealerships yet? Wait, there's a car dealer. Okay, we're gonna fast travel there. We're just gonna head over there. Let's see what we have access to. Is it this building? Where's the car dealer? Oh, wait, is it off because I turned off all the stuff? Hold on. Was that in game settings? Display world spots. There we go, there we go. Okay, we need to make sure to turn that off for the drive. Oh, whoops, I didn't save that setting. What a good setting that is, by the way. Display world spots, close, save. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I love that you can just turn off all that stuff. Wish you could do that in Horizon. All right. Do the car dealers have different cars? Like, does the Detroit dealer have different cars than the other dealers? Or is it kind of a universal thing? Yes. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we might want to hit up a few dealers. I see what looks like a Golf, like a GTI or something. Dude, this would be actually a sick road trip car. Oh my God. We can almost 70 grand. I don't know how quickly we can make money, but dude, that would be pretty baller. We could do a 370. We could actually afford a 370. There's the Mustang. New Mustang. Yeah, Golf GTI. That would be kind of fun if we wanted like a Euro hatchback. 80 grand though. And I'm not going to do another SRT. Oh, that would be... M4 would be... Oh my God, that's way too... Oh my God, it's 400 grand? All right, never mind. Oh, Robic. Hey, good tip. To get some quick money, visit the landmarks. Each of them gives 2K. All right, this is kind of tempting. It would be slow, right? Well, it makes 300 horsepower. So maybe not that slow. I mean, this is all like big old school, like muscle V8. So, oh, wait. Oh, it's crew credits. Never mind. It's crew credits. It's not dollary dues. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how this works in TCU. Because that's like the premium currency, right? Yeah, I don't know how this works in TCU. But anyway, I think that's off the table. Okay. The 370, that's kind of, I don't know. I want to maybe avoid the 370, and that really only leaves like the Golf as far as affordable options. Let's go check a few more dealers. So the Golf would be our pick from this one. Yeah, we're gonna check some more dealers. I think you get 100K at some point in the story. I mean, it's fine. We're probably not near that point in the story yet. We're like 20, 30 minutes into the story. So, yeah, but I'll hit some landmarks. Like, there's one literally right here. Hold on. We'll just clean up a little 2K. Enter. Yeah, there we go. Two grand. And we get a little bit of experience. Perfect. Okay, so there is another dealer. I think one of you guys said in Vegas. I only want to go to places like I've already been. Yeah, here's the dealer for Vegas. Let's check this out. Fast travel there. You could swing 108K, gets you an R34. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Okay. And we gotta mix it up. We can't do two like modern muscle cars. Are there any problems with TCU so far? Crashes, etc. There is like a weird F40. There is like a weird frame rate thing that a lot of people have been running into. I have a fix for it. It's in the Discord that's worked pretty well for me to make the performance be better. I think we had one crash the other day, but then so far it's been smooth ever since. It's been relatively smooth. I think there's some minor, they're working on some minor quirks, but it's been like overall so far for me a very playable experience. That's DLC. We're not doing a truck. We're not doing a truck. That's 103 grand, but a Z4 would be kind of sick. That's a pretty cool road trip car. It's very dark in this environment, but that's pretty sick. Also a Porsche, 500K. or a Lambo. That's also, or the F40 for $1 million. Or an F12 Berlinetta for $1 million. Dude, there's some sick cars here. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna move my mouse cursor so it's out of the way. Yeah, okay. So, Z4 I'd say is maybe if like we can swing it. I don't know, that might take too long. That might take too long. All right, let's look at the other dealers. Okay, so we've been to, I think, Chicago or Detroit, with one of those two, and then we just did Vegas. We were at the Detroit dealer. So is there a Chicago dealer that we can hit up? Or maybe in New York? Is there a car dealer there? Yes. All right, let's hit up New York. There we go. Yeah, there's one right here. Perfect. Because, yeah, I mean, 2K, that means we'd have to hit 25-ish, you know, well, more than that, like 30, 35-ish landmarks, which might take us a little bit. Ooh, there's the R34. Ooh, I see a Miata as well. I see a Miata. Okay, ooh, and an old Z. But it's a DLC car. Shit. Okay, so that's not an option. There's the GTR. Not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How? The Miata is more than twice as expensive as the GTR? Huh? Huh? Okay. Also new GTR, 360K. Damn. All right. I guess that's not an option. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. So we're kind of between like Z4 or R34 if we want to do that. Again, can't get the Z. I would assume there's got to be a dealer in LA as well. Yeah, no low ballers. I know what I got, right? All right, so I've been to LA. Let's check that out, but only a little bit of it. Ah, okay. I can set waypoint, and then I'll just fast travel like here. Fast travel somewhere in downtown. Fast travel. Hopefully that keeps my waypoint. I think it will. Woo! Look at how fast that fast travel was. There you go. Okay, and it does keep my waypoint. Very nice. Miami we can't do yet because we haven't been there. And I'm not gonna, like, spoil the road trip, as it were. So yeah, we'll hit up this one and we'll go from there. Because we do have a few options. I do like the Z4. The GTR would be fun, but I think I'd rather do the Z4, to be honest.
Circuit is the only spec that can deliver on
the
this one.
Golf is an option. It's much more affordable. It's certainly much more affordable. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dude, look at all this traffic, by the way. This is the new traffic mod. Much, much more lively city. Seeing some good amount of people walking around. Like that's pretty good, I'd say. That's a reasonable amount of people for like a random street in LA. I'll give it to it. Yeah, like that's quite a bit of people, actually. That's good. This feels very alive. Got a couple airplanes going over. Let's check out. Oh yeah, LA Police. There you go. They've got a badge for it. Cool. I hadn't actually seen that in game yet. Very neat. IDK. TDUSC killer, dude. Honestly, ooh. I think that's gonna be the DLC pick. Yeah, that's DLC car. Okay. Where's Magnus? He'd be creaming himself over this. Ford GT, sick, but too much money. Yeah, everything here is too expensive. Dang, the LA dealer's not messing around. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, Ford GT, cheaper than a Miata. All right, so out of our options, I think Z4. That's my choice. Yeah, it was an MC12, yeah. Yeah, insane. Okay, so, that said, I think that's every dealer we have access to. That's a bike dealer. So in that case, let's just swap over to exploration. And let's start hitting some of these tags, I guess. There's one here. Vincent Thomas Bridge, let's do it. We could also, I don't know if it's faster to do this or just like to play the career. Because I would assume you make money. Yeah, Matt, exactly. I don't know if maybe it would be in our better interest to just do a few career races. Let's just get this POI, because why not? We're here. It's fun to drive around and do things. And then let's maybe actually do that career race and see how much money we make from that race. Dude, yeah, Matt, I fully agree. I mentioned that in my video. I made a video on this a few days ago. That the story's like actually a pretty good story. It's like one of the better racing game stories out there. Yeah, I think it's a solid. Dude, look at that view, man. Wait, there we go. What a view. Like, honestly, I know it's like, you know, level of detail's pretty low, whatever. But this is so sick. Like, can I just appreciate how sick this is? That you've got, like, downtown LA, big mountain range, airplanes in the sky, more LA. You've got LAX over there. Look at that. There's LAX. Like, actual LAX. You know, 6 polys, but still. This is so sick. This game's awesome. All right, there is the, oh, it's on the other side of the road. I think I can get through right here. Yeah, through these water barrels. Boop. No. Just here to look at the view. Yeah, nice. Imagine if they just made this today and did it justice, right? Like, how hard can it be? How hard can it be? Yeah, this is cool, man. All right, so quick detour back to the not detour of doing the main story. We're gonna go story missions back up to Chicago. I think it's this one, the initiation. We haven't even done the initiation. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's see how much money we make. Oh, this only says we're gonna make $1,000. It is like the first, it's the second race, but we'll see.
510s. I need you to make an impression on a V2 to sponsor your first ink.
Hold up. Detroit's my old hood. Someone's gonna recognize me.
Been 5 years, Alex. Your brother's whole crew was driven out when Shiv took the V8. No one knows you. And if anyone checks you out in the police database, all they find is the fake record I put there.
You better be right.
Okay, cool. This game needs a sequel. I mean, technically, technically it got 2. Ooh, look at that GTR, damn.
Please.
No showboating. You've got to finish in first place.
Okay, let's win this ish. Love the visuals. Love the like the cutscenes, the drama for it. This is awesome.
Finish first, or this whole operation is over.
Don't worry, we're extremely overpowered for where we should be at this point.
Stay there.
Woo! Off-roading it a little bit. Ah! We're gonna be okay.
Local law enforcement.
Well, do something about it. You're the cop lady. Oh, it's a chopper. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I hear him. Yeah, we lost him. Crikey, it's the Roses. I watched that. I don't know why this made me think of it. I watched, because it popped up on my YouTube, that clip from Top Gear of, I can't remember if it's all 3 of them, but it's at least Jeremy and James. In those, like, crappy, I think they're Peugeots? And they're like pretending to be the average Peugeot driver. And they're like, yo, oh, maniac, you yobbo. And then meanwhile, they're just like crashing into everybody. I'm not doing it justice, but oh my God, is that just one of the funniest Top Gear moments of all time for me. That, like, absolute peak Top Gear.
Last checkpoint.
While Jeremy's just like completely off-road, calling other people maniacs. And they're driving like all the way up like this. Ugh. That is like just peak Top Gear. Yeah, pinning, yeah, right. Not shifting, just pinning it in first gear. Yeah. Oh, super funny. Oh, we didn't even get gold. Wow, get good, I guess. Me. Rip, yeah, we'll equip that, sure. Best thing is that's totally accurate, is it? Yeah, all right, so we only made $1,100 for that. Not a lot. And that obviously took us longer than just finding a, Oh.
I know you.
You should. The name's Troy. I'm the V2 around here. You want your 510 ink? I got some work around the way. Maybe I'll call you.
Sick, okay. I'm loving, I like forget how kind of cutscene heavy the game
On
is.
Troy's radar now. That's your key into the 510s. Check
Okay.
your map for missions and follow every lead
Okay,
you
so
drop.
this is
Maybe
kind of
you
where the
can
game
yourself
has
a
opened
Pete.
up a little for
Work
us,
yourself
actually.
into that organization.
I know how to do this, Zoe.
You know how to drive, and that's why I chose you. But this
Ah.
is something else. Every connection you make, every race you win, and every mile you drive gets me closer to Coburn and you closer to your brother's killer. Do you understand?
I do.
Then let's get to it.
Like, it's so story forward. John, do you? Do you ever shift? Do you know how? Have you ever taken a roundabout before? Also, don't pay attention to the irony of an American saying all those things. Oh, that, okay. All right, so we, yeah, bucks, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Yeah, I think it's actually faster for us at this point to do the exploration. Oh, and there's a ton of markers around here. Okay, yeah, let's just start hitting these a little bit. We can kind of cheat and fast travel to them. It totally pulls like the point out, but you know, whatever. We're doing it anyway. I gotta make some quick cash, baby. There we go. Downtown Detroit, I suppose. There we go. Okay. That's $2,000. Done. Fast travel to the next one. Corktown. Hey, there's a drift event that's held here. I've been here. Not for the drift event. But there's a pretty famous drift event. I don't know if they still have it here, but they used to have a drift event here, like in the parking lot of this building. And I've been to this building before and seen it. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I love stuff like that. Like that's what we were talking about with John earlier of like, hey, that's the thing I know from real life. I love that. All right, what else we got? Mexican Town. Also, I've been to Mexican Town in Detroit. That's the thing. You drive it, it's families. You don't own it. All right, yeah, fair. Fair. It is not John's Peugeot. Yeah, dude, we're playing the crew. Playing TC1. We just... Oh, my dogs. We just started the other day, and we did a big east to west road trip. We did Cape Cod over to Los Angeles. I'm kind of blocking it. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to do Seattle to the Florida Keys, to Key West. So we're kind of like going the other direction. But first, we wanted to get a new car. So right now, we're sort of gaming the system a bit, and we're hitting all these fast travel points, because each fast travel point gets you 2K. And at this point, it's kind of our fastest way to make money. So yeah, we're just doing that. Is it not? Why does it not let me? Oh, I see. I see. I wish there was a middle zoom point between those two. I always like try to zoom in once and it zooms in a little too much. Mess, is that actually something they're planning to do? Are they planning to like turn it also into a driving sim at some point? Yes, says John. I think that's answering that. Really? Huh. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I had no idea. ETS2 is adding coaches. Okay. Sure. Sure. Let's watch the train go by. Hey, look at that. Wait, is that a, hold on. No, I don't think I can get over to it. I don't think it was. I wanted to see if that was like one of the actual trains that would go through Detroit. Wow, that thing moves. It's all the way over there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it was a very short train. But hey, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, there you go, IDK. A little bit of stuttering, by the way, there. I notice it when I'm like when I'm going very slow and turning. It still stutters. But whatever. I think they're still working on it. The dev of the fix has been very active and seems to have a good understanding of the issue, which is a good sign. Hey, I got 5 AP for visiting 5 landmarks. Woohoo! Von Stuben. ATS hasn't covered the whole of the game yet, but I think the scale's bigger than the cruise. Yeah, I have no idea. Do ATS and ETS, how do they handle... Is it 1-to-1? Or do they also do like a... It's sort of a mismatch, like, mishmash greatest hits thing? It is scaled down. Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, I would kind of assume it's bigger, but I have no idea. There's another one, like, right there. 8 Mile. Hey, look at that. Go visit Eminem's house, which I have driven by. Fun fact. I wonder if there's any references to that. Bloomfield Hills. 1-to-1 USA map when? Dude, I would love it. So we know through Flight Sim that obviously you can like take maps data and layer stuff over it into a video game, because obviously Flight Sim is 1-to-1, and they just take maps. What is it? Azure is the company, Cloud Azure or something like that. But anyway, they you know, can make stuff like that, and are pretty good at like texture streaming and all that. Like the tech for Flight Sim is really cool. I think the big thing obviously is for an airplane, you don't have to worry about like road meshes. And you can see the road mesh, I guess you could still call it a mesh, I think, is very, Asobo, thank you, that's the company, is very basic and blocky and sometimes has like weird elevation glitches and stuff like that. But I do wonder if you're focused on creating a drivable map, I wonder if, like, with, you know, enough manual intervention, you could actually do that. Where you do create a 1-to-1 location in a similar way as Flight Sim. All right, we're flying through these, by the way. Hey, we leveled up! Nice. Cool. All vehicle levels increased by 24. All right, cool. Car's just getting better. You expand the minimap to be bigger. Yeah, there's a hotkey to like make the minimap bigger. I do love that.
A dirt spec tuner in New York.
Oh, cool.
Over the 510 net. You can get your cars tuned there.
So we can do dirt spec if we want to. We don't, but we can.
Dirt spec cars are modified for strength and versatility and are perfect for racing.
Yeah, difficult thing is there's no data for road elevation. Even if you have the right data, you'd still need to create a system that can create roads automatically but respect laws and specs. Then again, the crew does not follow the rules. Yeah, I mean, I think it would take an extreme amount of manual intervention. And you'd probably, on top of that, have to build some very interesting tech for it. But you never know. We could get there someday. Okay, by the way, we're at 78K, so we're doing all right. Just kind of bouncing around through all of these. We might have enough, we might be able to get enough money pretty easily. If there are other cities that have a bunch of landmarks like this that I have already unlocked, I mean, this is pretty quick money. I mean, we've started, we haven't started the road trip, but we've started playing the game. Warren up here. Does the game launch super slow for you? It takes a minute. I wouldn't say super slow, but when I click the like launch with Steam button, it takes a good few seconds to actually load up the game. I don't know, 10-ish seconds maybe. All right, I think we've hit everything in Detroit. I don't think I can actually go to that one yet. We could drive to it, but whatever. So let's hit up Chicago. We're also at 83 grand right now. ChatGPT, please create a comprehensive sequel to The Crew. Yeah, it's that easy. Just have AI do it. Man, if AI could do that, maybe I wouldn't be so upset about it. No, Rec, yeah, I know I could just cheat money. I'd rather do it, like, legit. Oh, also, sick. Museum. This is definitely, I don't know, I guess it's not exploiting. This is the game mechanics right here. It's not the spirit of the game. This is definitely not like how they want you to do this. But it's fully within the rules of the game. And I'd rather do it that way. I know I could just like cheat a bazillion dollars and then we could take the F40, but I want to like have a legit save for the game because I do plan on playing this as time goes on. Also, for the record, the newest update to TCU, they posted like a 1.1 update, apparently adds Steam Deck support. The game was not playable on Steam Deck earlier. But yeah, I saw in the patch notes that they added support for Linux, which should make it work on Steam Deck. So I haven't looked into it at all, but I would believe this game would probably run okay on Steam Deck. Fingers crossed, because this would be an awesome Steam Deck game. All right, how are we doing money-wise? 95? Oh, we're going to be fine. Yeah, this is only going to take a few more minutes. Linux starting to get real tempting, not going to lie. Dude, I've, like, not had serious thoughts about it yet, but I've had some light thoughts about actually switching over to Linux. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing more and more that Linux is actually running better for a lot of games than Windows is, which is crazy because that's also factoring in the fact that there's like a translation layer. So like Linux having to run through Wine or whatever to make a game run on Linux is still running better than native Windows in a lot of instances. And it's obviously like much more customizable, much less bloated. You have much more control over the OS. Yeah, I won't say I've been seriously thinking about it yet, but especially now that I'm like a little more comfortable with Linux because of the fact that I've used a Steam Deck for a few years, it's like entered my train of thought a little of like, okay, well, if I need to switch off Windows at any point, you know, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. And there is that, there is a Linux distro that is designed to be just like Windows. I can't remember what it's called. But there is a version of Linux that is is laid out to just basically behave like Windows. So it's a really good like transition. Mint. Yeah. It's Mint. Which is cool. Bazite, yeah, one of the reasons I'm wanting AMD instead of Nvidia. Yeah, I've been casually thinking about getting a non-Steam Deck handheld. And when I say casually, I'd like to, but I far from have the money to. But I'm like, man, I really like SteamOS, but Bazite's there. So it's like, it kind of, you know, you can just make it work anyway. All right, dudes, we have 111K. Is that enough? I can't remember how much the Z4 was. It was right around that. Let's hit a couple more real quick. We've hit all the Chicago ones. Pop OS is supposed to be a good one too. I have not heard of Pop OS. In my life, I've used, what is it? Ubuntu or Ubuntu, whatever, however you pronounce that one. I used that a little bit back in high school. So fun little hokey hacker story. My high school, we all had Macs. We all had MacBooks, and they were very heavily locked down because they were school computers. But me and a couple other guys figured out you could dual boot with Linux, and it obviously like removed all the restrictions because all of the controlling software was all like built into the Mac OS. So we all just dual booted with Ubuntu, and you know, when you boot up, it just gives you the option like which OS do you want to be in. And so we would all like install all of our games on Ubuntu, and we'd all like play a bunch of games, and like that's where we all had our little chat rooms and stuff like that were completely bypassing all of the school restrictions. And I ended up having to turn in my laptop. I left that school like midway through the year, and I ended up having to turn in my laptop, and I forgot to remove that second OS. And so I never got contacted about it, but I'm really curious if they like they opened up the laptop, turned it on, and it was like, would you like to boot into Mac OS or Ubuntu? And they were like, huh? So I hope I didn't like ruin it for everyone else. But yeah, little Hoki hacker history there for you. Okay, where was the Z4? Was that Vegas? I think that was Vegas. Fast travel. Admin probably gave you a remote high five. I mean, yeah, it could have very well been like a, all right, you smart bastard kind of situation. Oh, was it New York? Yeah, maybe it was New York. We'll check in here real quick. Oh, you can check the board in any dealership. Okay, Rec, I know you said that earlier. Yeah, can I just go here? Collection. Okay, so this is how you can see like the full car lineup. And then you can buy any car from here, it looks like. So I guess actually we could just buy any car we want from here. Okay, so are they still sorted by, oh, switch mode, extreme, I see, and then police, and then standard. Okay. It seems like they're like sort of sorted by price, but not really. You'll be, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, they're kind of not. Let's just look at all of our options. Okay, so there's the Z4. Oh, there is a Viper, a Ubisoft club. Wait, can I just take that? Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's a, you know, I will say, kind of negative thing about the crew, it's a pretty small car list. Ultimately. Yeah, so we didn't see the Ford Focus, but that, you know, would be another option. It is a quite small roster of cars. Which is a bit of a bummer. It would be pretty sick if there were mods to expand the car list. Getting the Ram? No. No. All right, we'll get the Z4 here. Oh, I went past it. Bye. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Purchase. Can I change the color of it here? I guess not. I can just go to a dealership and mess with it. Let's go customize it quick. I still have 20 grand. I hit a couple extra spots because I wanted to have a little bit of extra money. So let's just do the street upgrade and we'll see what we have. Ooh, yeah, I don't know, Ami. I have no idea how that works. I mean, I know you can like open doors and roll down windows. Maybe. Oh, Matt says no. Dang. Okay, yeah, let's select the street kit. We can do the level 10. Sure. May as well make the car better. Why not? That still leaves us with some money. Okay, what do we get? Still stock wheels. Nice. Okay, street car purchased. Oh, looks pretty good though. All right, tune the vehicle. Visual. Color, I kind of like yellow, but we'll look at other colors. Oh, hey, we unlocked aftermarket wheels. Oh, sick. Okay, we'll play with that in a little bit. I don't think we had access to that when we built the car initially. Okay, we have a couple front bumpers. So what do we have on right now? It's got like that little carbon lip accent, which I don't love. I like this one more. I like that a little more too with like the chrome delete. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this one. It's either that or... Oh, but that has a carbon lip. And this one's just black. Yeah, we'll do this one. Oh, are the headlights different on this too? Hold on. No. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Buy it. Yeah, this does have pretty limited customization. Oh wow, that's it. Okay, we'll keep that rear. All right, what do we want to do for color? Ooh, I like the silver. Damn, I love a silver car. The red is also very pretty. I do like that red. Not feeling the black. We could go fully custo with it. I like blue BMWs. You know, kind of a more like mature blue. I like that. It's a pretty good color, I think, for a Z4. Yeah. Ooh, I kind of like the bright, well. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And then rims, let's pick some rims. There's Road 1, Road 2, Road 3, Racing 1, Racing 2, Racing 3. Ooh, we're gonna find some good wheels there. Off-road, vintage, 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 exotic, and official. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no wing options with this one. Only front and rear bumper, unfortunately. Okay, let's look at the racing wheels. There's probably some good ones in road, but I'm already loving these. Lots of good choices here. Could go kind of a blue and gold, but that's a little too gold. I might do blue and white. I kind of like that. That's a little bit my vibe. Ooh, you can put some TEs on there. So some teehees. Sick. Okay. Ooh, dude, there's actually some good wheel choice here. How come the new game doesn't have all this? I mean, they have something probably pretty similar, to be dead honest, but man, I don't know what like rim style I want to go with. Ooh, I kind of like those. Those in white. Go a little bit faster here. Don't love those. No. All right, let's look at Racing 3. See, I don't know if I want to go for like a mesh. I like those as well. They look like Team Dynamics or something. Not feeling those. Definitely not feeling those. Ooh, and they're expensive. Let's look at the road wheels quick. Okay, yeah, more good choice. Some kind of like OE plus sort of styling for a lot of these. I don't know, that's a little more full aftermarket. Okay. Those look like stock 370Z wheels. A lot of these, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say? A lot of these look like they might be factory wheels. Yeah. I think a lot of these are factory wheels from other cars. I don't know what, like, factory car would come with those, but... Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think we're gonna do... God, actually, I really like those. Oh, they're not... Oh, shit, I can't afford them. Oh, no! Wait, can I afford any of these? I didn't even... Alright, hold on. We gotta hit up one more landmark. We're very close. We're very close to being able to afford this. One sec. Nice car. I'm excited to road trip in this. Okay. Let's do one in LA. Sure. We'll go right. Right there. Downtown LA. Yeah, I gotta pay for wheels? What the heck? Ooh, sounds kind of nice. Downtown LA. There we go. All right, that gets us our cash money. Now, we can just go to any dealer, right? Default tags. Or wait, not a dealer, what are they called? Workshop? A tuner? There we go. Fast travel. Yeah, what do you mean? I gotta play the game to get stuff? Ugh. Just give me everything right away. Yeah, custo spot. Exactly. All right. Visuals. Rims. I think it was in Racing 1. I really like those. Were those the same ones that I said I really liked? Because I do really like them. That's what we're gonna get. I think that looks nice. Maybe not what I would pick in real life, but I think that's kind of a fun look. I think that's kind of a fun look. A little gaudy European. We're a GT3 car now. Dude, if only we could put a big old wing on the back, then we would be. Yeah, I'm bummed about that. Can do interior if we want, but I'm gonna leave that stock because it doesn't really matter for us. We play in third person anyway. We could put on some sick stickers. Maybe we give it a livery. Ooh. Hey, there we go. Little Japanese flair. That's kind of cool. A couple of these are actually kind of neat. Oh, that's kind of cool. A little more racy inspired. Let's go. Okay, so we got, oh yeah, we got like pinstripes. Stuff like that. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. Racing 2. Oh, we can do like a full racing livery. Now I'm extra bummed we can't put a wing on it. Ooh, this one's cool. I like that. That looks great with the blue. That also looks great with the blue. Yeah, these are fun. It's a Detroit car. Yeah, some of these are pretty great. Very, like, stylized. Ooh. Merry Christmas. There's seasonal liveries. Oh my god, I love it. Aw. Ooh, that one's kind of cool. Ooh, I really like that. Oh, oh wait, you have to buy these too. Oh, dang it. Ooh, crossover liveries. Assassin's Creed. Dang, that's kind of sick. Dang, these are kind of cool. Driver San Francisco liveries? In my crew game? What? That's so cool. What would that be? Far Cry? I think Far Cry? Dude, Rainbow Six, I think? This is crazy. Just Dance? I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to put a Just Dance livery on their car? Rabbids? No way. Also, yeah, Ghost Recon, I think, not, yeah. Not Rainbow Six. Dude, Rayman, I think is what that franchise is. I've never actually played one, but that's amazing. I don't know what that is. Is that Watch Dogs? I think it's Watch Dogs. There's Ghost Recon. That's Ghost Recon right there. Sick. Dude, this is so cool. Yeah, there's more Watch Dogs stuff. All the DedSec as well. I don't know what these are. Man, awesome. Oh, Splinter Cell. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know my franchises. Okay, so I want to do one of those racing ones. I think those are $5,000. Yeah. All right. Let's make a little bit more money super quick. It's only $5,000 for one of those racing ones, so we're gonna do that. No, Monkey, we haven't even started yet. We're 2 hours and 40 minutes in. We had to make a little bit of money, buy this car. Now we're customizing this car. Once we're done, we'll start the road trip. Excuse me. All right, New York has got to have a bunch of exploration spots. Oh yeah, we've actually already hit quite a few. Queens, let's do it. All I did was road trips and no missions. Hey man, same. Yeah, we're just making some money super quick so we can customize the car, because I've only done like a half hour of the actual story. And we did one big east to west road trip on Wednesday, and now we're kind of going the opposite way and picking some other landmarks to hit. Is Spider-Man here? That would, I mean, hey, if Bigfoot can be in the game, maybe Spider-Man can be in the game. You never know. All right, that's gonna be enough money to get the livery. Let's head back to a custo lover. Default tags. There we go. Okay. There's an untapped market for long road trip style games. There's a couple of silly infinite driving ones. Imagine if they did it with real cars and tuning. Yeah, man. Having like Minecraft level procedural car driving where you like load into a map and it's just this like massive procedurally generated world that's actually good and fun to drive through. That could be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool. All right, Racing 2, I think it was. All right, do I want to do this one? Or this one? They both look really good. I think this fits maybe a little bit more. What the hell is Chick Waffles, by the way? Oh, Chick and Waffles. Oh. I get it. Do you think there's more? Oh, yeah. Oh, there are some, like, actually detailed ones. That's kind of cool. A little more simple, but... Okay, yeah. I still think I'm liking the other ones more. Okay, actually. That's not bad. That feels like kind of a road trippy livery. Ooh! Oh, that might be it. I love the like urban camo, kind of ghost camo look. Can someone tell me what that text says in Japanese? So I can decide if that's cool or not. Either way, I think that's the livery we're running. I dig it. It's simple, kind of clean. The only thing I don't like about it is that the 51 is cut off on the top. And I have no idea what the point of 51 is, but whatever, we're doing it. We're committed. I dig it. This is sick, actually. Okay. Did I look in the performance category for wings? No, but I'm pretty sure wings are always in visuals. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that stuff's always in visuals, because that's how it was with the other cars. It's a good thought, though. It's a good thought. It says this is a Supra. All right. I'm Googling it because I can't trust you. Translate. Camera. It says be careful. so says my my Google Translate. Apparently it says be careful. All right. I mean, I guess that's valid for a road trip car. Sure. Anyone's welcome to dispute that. I don't know how valid that is. Wait, Rex says wings should be in performance spec. Oh, yeah, you're saying I need to level up, yeah, because I'm in street spec. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe just because I'm in street spec, the car doesn't get a wing. If I were able to put the car into performance spec, maybe that would give me like a wide body and wing and stuff like that. But that's okay, because this is like a road trip car. I think this is a great looking road trip car. At the end of the day, like, it's still, you know, like a factory car. Sick. I'm excited to drive this. Okay. Let's take a plane to Seattle. Or a train. Either one. Or use caution, depending on context. Sure. Detroit Station. Here we go. All right, folks. The road trip is actually about to begin. Notice the odometer. Yeah, somebody pointed that out. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, that's so cool. Dude, the fast travel actually goes like, hey, you're taking a train to go to Chicago O'Hare to fly to Vegas to take a train up to Seattle. Now, that's obviously the least efficient way to travel in the US, but that's a really cool little detail that it doesn't just like use a loading screen. I mean, obviously that is a loading screen, but like it doesn't just have a boring ass loading screen. It's actually like, hey, no, you went to the train station, you took a train over to the airport. Like, it's cool little details. I love stuff like that. Absolutely love stuff like that. Okay, so we are heading towards the bay. So we're going to be going kind of like right here, I think is where we're going to start. Set waypoint. Matt could not agree more. Could not agree more. I feel like we've lost that in modern gaming, which to a certain degree is fine, because, like, yeah, there's less loading screens in general now. But there was, like, a certain magic to stuff like that. A certain immersion. Everybody remembers the Mass Effect 1 elevators. You know, they're fun. Dude, first time in Seattle, by the way. This is sick. We got the Space Needle. I've been there. I think I actually have... I wonder where that is. Huh. Anyway. Dude, I am very well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well. No, we're about to start a big road trip. I'm psyched. These are like some of my... This is like the best thing I could ever do on stream. I love this. Also, look at how bustling and lively this is. This is awesome. Tons of traffic. Tons of people walking around. I love video games. I love video games. Okay, yes. I don't know, Aleppo, if that was your reminder to me, but yeah, I gotta turn off the 3D world spots now. Save options. Okay. And folks, Road Trip 2 is about to begin. Let's set our marker for, I think Yosemite was the first? No. Where were we heading first? Through Lake Tahoe? Oh yeah, no, it was like, ooh. Oh, guys. Okay, we have a choice. Do we want to go up through Lake Tahoe or down through Yosemite? Both would be cool, I think. I've been to Lake Tahoe, so that's kind of fun for me. Looks like you kind of go up a big peak. Yosemite, though, does have this. Which would be kind of crazy. Yosemite, +1 for Yosemite. Okay. I'm not against it. Let's do Yoshi. All right, Yosemite it is. That'll be our first marker. So let's just set a tag for Yosemite, I guess. Or set a waypoint for it. There we go. Okay. The first leg of the journey begins. There we go. Okay, it was like hanging and not letting me load for a second. All right, off we go. And, oh, this is awesome. Okay, so reminder for everyone. This is a fresh car. So we only had 1.7 miles on the odometer when we started this journey. Also, yes, it is stuttering a little bit. Hopefully that cleans up. But, yeah, so the odometer will be, like, pretty legit for the actual, length of the journey. We just need to subtract 1.7 miles. Loving all the traffic, all the pedestrian traffic, which, by the way, is a mod. You can go on their Discord, and they have a mod to increase traffic. Oh, that's cool. Dude, look at that. Little totem pole. That's fun. Cool. I wonder if that's like meant to be a real, like a specific totem pole, or just like a generic reference. So going straight here. Yeah, I think the visuals have aged pretty well. A lot of games kind of from this time have, I think, aged fairly well, because they still look nice and sharp. Yeah. I do there are like a couple issues, like the headlights can like be bugged out sometimes. You can see the texture pop in happening on the trees, which, by the way, this is our first time. Oh, dude, look at that. Look at that view. I love a good skyline. I just love a good skyline. Man. Let's take a screenshot of that. A little screenshot of kind of the beginning of our journey. Yeah, before the DLSS apocalypse. Dude, exactly, though. Exactly. God, what a view. That's sick. All right, off we go. And yeah, for the record, that city doesn't even register as one of the major cities on the map. It's not even, I know it's kind of being blocked by my logo, but the only major cities you get on the map are LA, Vegas, Chicago, Detroit, New York, and Miami. That entire, I mean, we didn't even really explore it that much, but that entire city is not even part of, like, the list of big overworld cities. That city. Like, oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Gorgeous area, by the way. I've always been so attracted to the Pacific Northwest. My wife is from Oregon, so we've been there a few times. And man, do I love it there. To me, Pacific Northwest is like the perfect blend of everything. It's very lush. Like, it's just so lush and green. Winters are mild because you're near the ocean. You get the ocean. You get mountains. You get forests. You get plains. You get a little bit of everything. Like, you get a little bit of snow, kind of depending where you're at. But again, like, winters are relatively mild. Summers are nice because, again, you're by the coast. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, tons of rivers and, like, just rocky little babbling brooks. Do you guys ever see that, like, anime ad for, I think it was, like, Portland or Oregon tourism? What an amazing ad that was. If you've never seen it, go Google it. Go look up, like Studio Ghibli anime ad for Oregon. And you'll be like, oh, I get it. They did. Okay, hold on. If you got, all right, we got to watch it. Pause the road trip. But yeah, that's where we are. On with the road trip. Potty break over. Hope everyone grabs some chips. Some jerky, perhaps. What's your guys' go-to road trip snack? Wow, it's kind of cool. Seeing a little ambulance on the way. Google search flights to Oregon. Dude, do it. Oregon's gorgeous. It honestly is. It is a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. So psilocybin's legal in Oregon is what I'm learning. I think it might be. Haribos? Yeah. Dude, those are like the best gummies. Fully agree. Chips of some sort? Yep. I'm a Pringles guy. Y'all know it. Hot dogs from the gas station? I can get behind that. I can get behind that for sure. Oh, wow. Look at the mountain range. That's so cool. All right, off we go. Jerky or lifesavers, nice. Interesting mix. Both chewy, one savory, one sweet. All right, I dig it. Also, yeah, I'm a big jerky guy on longer road trips. Jerky is definitely one of my go-tos. Peanuts, oh, spicy coated peanuts, interesting. I'm not a big, like, nut person in general. I think cashews are all right. I do like pistachios. Peanuts I'm not big on. Like sunflower seeds, I know that's not, it's in like the nut ecosystem. I'm not big on, but there's a few. I can do all right with some nuts. Straight jerky in it. There you go. We're near a wreck. I still don't think I've picked up any of those. Honey roasted peanuts, top tier. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm not a big peanut guy. I do like those. Like if they're out, I'll eat them. But I would never buy them. I guess maybe that's it. Hoki, have you heard of the E10 exploit? No, I have not. Give me the deets. What's the news? Are we there yet? Almost, buddy. Almost. Oh my god. E10D's nuts. Damn. Got me hook, line, and sinker with that one. That's pretty good. Alright, can we ban Mysterious Matt from the chat, please? Like a year, a year or two maybe is good enough to help him learn his lesson. Dude, look at this. Hey, there's a hang glider. Hey, we actually saw one. I know you guys saw one a while ago. I think it'll disappear at some point. Wow, look at how high detailed that is. That's so sick. Flock of birds flying by. How gorgeous is this? Where's my car? There it is. Like, come on. What a game. This is over a decade old. Taking another screenshot. This is gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. Yeah, Matt, I don't think you weren't here for our Wednesday road trip, were you? We saw there are so many unique flying vehicles in the game. Like Marine 1, the helicopter that flies the president around, that's in the game. There's jets. We were driving through the Grand Canyon, and there were like squads of jets flying over. There's like big, you know, there's like little biplanes, little Cessnas and stuff like that. There's big passenger like jumbo jets that fly. Like, there's a crazy amount of detail and wildlife. Tons of wildlife in the game as well. We saw wolves, deer. There is, oh my god, you guys. There's a waterfall. Oh my god. Screenshot. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta like stop in the real world here, and because I want to see the waterfall moving. Dude, this is gorgeous. Oh my god. Thank you guys for telling me to go through Yosemite, because holy crap. See, I can't really like look up at it. Oh, there you can kind of see it. Holy crap. This is so amazing. I'm actually like trying to get an incline here so we can see the waterfall a little better. Yeah, you can still like not quite, and then it gets blocked by trees. Dang, I wish this game had a drone mode. This is one thing I want from Horizon. God, look at this. Oh my god, okay. Look at this. Look at this. Another screenshot. If that's not just the most beautiful thing. Holy crap, see the river down there? Screenshot. Look at this. It's gorgeous. I'm in awe. I want to get a little bit, yeah, there we go. Kind of bring that into focus. God. Expose it a little bit more, maybe. Saturate it a little much. Yeah, that's a little too much. We'll go there. Man. Oh, yeah, this road trip's gonna take us. the one last time took us about an hour and a half. And we're definitely going slower this time around. God, the waterfall! I can't get over it. This is amazing. I'm in the wrong camera. There we go. I like this one. Yeah, we've done 12 miles. That's right. Dude, but look at this. Just the majesty of the world. Oh. Oh. I really hope that we can get some mods to like turn up the level of detail, increase the view distance, because that's like all this needs. Texture resolution's good enough. It just needs some of that distant detail to like really help it pop at a distance. My God, look at that. Oh, I saw a deer. Yeah, there's a deer or something. Look at that. Right there. Ah, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Supra to Yosemite, I guess. Little camping cabins or something. Game's, I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, but the game's running better, for sure, than yesterday. Definitely running smoother. Yeah, this is an awesome place to drive through. Even just look at how, like, the sun... We went at the perfect time, too. Look at how the sun and the shadow are like, hitting the rocks differently. Oh! Are you kidding? Look at this! Holy cow! Hold on, let me bring the time of day back a little bit. Oh. This is just gorgeous. My word. Okay, we gotta keep moving. This is just so pretty. Little jump there. God, look at the view from that way, too. Like, going down into the canyon as you approach the coast. All those waterfalls, I counted like 3 of them. The majesty of this game. It is immense. And to think that this is like one tiny, tiny portion of the map. One tiny, tiny portion. I love it. Oh, here come the switchbacks. All right, up we go. Gonna be climbing a lot of elevation here. Feeling pretty good, actually. I have been, especially now that the frame rate is a little bit smoother, I've been enjoying the handling. I think it's quite good. Oh, weird little, like, visual flash there. Not sure what that was. But yeah. Been very much enjoying it. This game is the definition of don't know what you got till it's gone. Dude, seriously. It's... I don't know how to frame it. I don't know how to think of it. Because I played this when it first came out. And, like, yeah, I thought it was cool. I was like, yeah, this is sick. I mean, we were talking about this on Wednesday about how my first ever stream was in this game, doing big cross-country road trips. So, like, I appreciated it. But when it started to get shut down, or, like, when we started hearing that it was going to get shut down, I was kind of, like, you know, I was upset on principle of, like, hey, no game should ever be lost to the world. But, like, I didn't care to play it, you know. We all knew it was shutting down, and I just let it shut down. And now that I'm, like, back here and we're playing it again, I'm just sitting here, like, in absolute awe of the game. I'm just like, how come we don't have games like this anymore? This is amazing. Good story, good handling. Honestly, pretty dang good visuals, like, especially considering the fact that this is over a decade old. And just an unbelievably massive map. Unbelievably massive. What's up? Did you hear about a new game called Formula Legends? It's Formula 1 inspired racing game that, while looks great, there were some complaints about its driving controls. Maybe something that could interest you to look at. Yeah, it's not, like, super up my alley. I'm not a Formula 1 guy. I'm not a Formula racing guy. So, you know, for that reason alone, like, it's not super up my alley. It looks cool. I have seen it a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of one of those games that's probably going to slip under my radar just because I'm not a Formula... I just don't have any real interest in that. And there are kind of other games that look a little kind of similar in the same vein of, like, Circuit Superstars or, yeah, Circuit Superstars. but yeah, it looks interesting. It looks cool. I have no idea how it handles, obviously. I haven't tried it, but I probably won't. Just because there's so many other things going on. And I'm not super into formula racing. Yeah, dude, the Crew 2 will surely have US, Mexico, and Canada. Dude, what if? Oh, by the way, I just realized we hit our first marker. All right, 20 miles, there we go. It's time to go to Salt Lake City. So let's just, let's see what it does when it just takes us there. Let's see what direction it takes us. What's that waypoint? That's gonna take us south through Vegas. Yeah, I'd rather go across the salt flats. Let's do the, excuse me, let's do this. Let's set our waypoint right here. And then let's drive across the salt flats. Because that's, you know, that's what you gotta do. So let's drive across the salt flats down like here. Yeah, that's too far out of the way going that far up north. Yeah, and then we'll re-link up with the road like right here, and then we'll go over to Salt Lake. We'll do that. Yeah, top speed run, exactly. Ooh, it's dark. Can I? Yeah, headlights just like don't work in this game. it's just gonna be dark. How is that for the stream? It's quite dark. I can maybe, I think there's brightness control in the game. It's a little vibey, but yeah, the headlights, hopefully that's another mod they can work on to make headlights actually function. Because I do like how dark it is, I just don't like that the headlights don't really do much. Like at all. You can see the road, alright. That's something. Yeah, I can see the road. Like, it's enough. Ooh, I think we're gonna get a little bit of a sunrise coming down off the mountain. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, look at... the reflection of the moon on the road with the wet road. And here we are. Oh, my God. Now, what... Is that Salt Lake off in the distance? I think it's gotta be. Big plane flying overhead as well. Quick photo stop. Look at that. Look at that. Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah, I think we're too far north for that to be Vegas, but maybe. Zoom. The moon, the plane, the city, the lighting, so good. So good. All right, down we go. Is it Vegas? Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. Because I think we're heading a little bit south right now. Maybe it is Vegas. I don't think we can see Salt Lake from here. You might be right. A few of you guys that said it. Because, yeah, you're totally right. With the direction we're heading, that has to be Vegas. Yeah, it has to be. Man, that's so sick. Car sounds nice as well. I know I commented on that earlier, but it really does. Also, holy crap, it's dark. It's really dark. Now that the like the moon isn't reflecting on the rain. Oh, and here we're getting a little more rain actually. It's very dark. Yes, Cold. This is the original crew. Yeah, this is the Crew 1 brought back to life through the Crew Unlimited mod, TCU. It's a patch for the game that allows you to play it offline on your own machine, and it's amazing. It is amazing. And they're working on online, so at some point, seemingly somewhat soon, they're going to be bringing online back to the game with custom hosted servers, I would assume. Yeah, go to devs for sure. It makes me so happy that all these projects exist. Yeah, like Project Paradise, shout out Matt, Underground2.net, like all those projects, GT4 Spec 2, Like, just breathing new life into all these amazing games. I love it. Love it. Keeping the dream alive, baby. God, this is gorgeous. Like, I know it's dark, but just like the way the light's playing off, the little bit of rain, the full moon, it still is an absolute vibe, even if my headlights don't barely work. Guys, look at that. Would you just look at it? Even the ambulance going by is kind of vibey. Excuse me, sorry, was not taking the turn lane. Ooh. Little dark country road here. Getting a little bit of stutter as well, but Bigfoot Wen, we might be out of that window. Also, I wouldn't even see him. Hell yeah. Little midnight toge run here. Dude, this is awesome. Woo! Can barely see anything. I'm just going off the mini map. Luckily, the brakes are really good in this game. Birds flying overhead. Man, yeah, this is fun. It's the first time kind of like doing some actual driving along the road trip. Boy, I sure do wish the headlights worked, though. Yeah, we're doing a, what do they call it in Initial D? Like a blind attack? There you go. We're doing a blind attack. No headlight, any percent. That's not the road. I got distracted by the like, fancy UI flashing. What are all those lights off in the distance? Is that like a pipeline, maybe? Maybe there's a big pipeline that kind of cuts across the salt flats or something? Oh, yeah, it's probably a highway. Duh. I don't know why my first thought was not, it's a road. But it wasn't. Night of fire, you better close your eyes. See? There you go. It's right there. Hitting 150. We're cooking now. Yeah, road? In a car game? In my car game? No. Couldn't be. Couldn't be. That's a cop. Oh, maybe it wasn't, because it didn't pop up. You can just barely make out Vegas over there. That's awesome. Okay, so let me check the map real quick. Oh, we ended up coming south. Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. I thought we were going to end up going down this road and ending up here, but it ended up taking us across and down here. Okay, so actually we're not going to take a left there. I was wondering. And let's just run across the salt flats right here. We'll just cut across, and then we'll take a right and go south, and then take a left over to Salt Lake. Yeah, I think it might have been a dirt road, which is why it didn't want to take me on it. I swear you must have somehow shut off headlights. No, they're on. They're on. It might be like a graphical bug, I don't know, but I've heard other people complaining about it. So I know it's not just me. Dude, look at that. They even have like a little national park sign. So cool. Alright, so we're heading I think, like, dead that direction. Yeah. Off we go. There we go. Avoid the campers. Dude, this is actually kind of sick. Oh my god, wait, they have a drag strip. There's a literal strip here. No way. How cool is this? So it's like all set up for you to do top speed runs and everything. Dude, no way. This is so sick. What? Look at, they've got like they've got it all set up. This is so cool. This is so cool. There's people walking around. I'm gonna hit them. I can't believe, like, I mean, of course, but that's just so rad. I love that. I love that. All right, yeah, we got to get back. I think our marker's like that direction. Can't really tell. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay, we're heading towards that little yellow light. There are drag events here, actually. Yeah, I would imagine they use that space for something. Yeah, how sick. Tops out around 150. Let me know if you see a flipping RX-7. Dude, Vegas off in the distance. Look at that. How far away is that, too? My God. Also, what the hell is this? Oh, this is one of those, like, stunt areas they added in, isn't it? Hey, I got an achievement for terminal velocity. Yeah, okay. That's one of those little stunt areas. Apparently, there's been some discussion about trying to remove those from the game. Which, I don't know. I guess it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. Oh, hey, there's a, what was it? Like a CH-130 or FC-130 fueling a jet. Speaking of rare planes. Yeah, there's a C-130 fueling a jet. Like, again, no, it's not an AC-130. We talked about this at last stream, because it's a different, like, spec in that class. Somebody said it. John, I think, knew. KC-130. Yeah, I think that's what it was. A KC. A KC-135 or KC-130. Anyway, sick. And, like, why'd they put that in the game? Because they wanted to. There you go. Lockheed Martin KC-130. Boom. Oh, yeah, sun's coming up a little bit. Here we go. God, look at this. Okay. I just have to... I know this road trip's taking us forever, but... Can we just take a moment to appreciate the absolute vastness of this right here? Of where we're at right here. Ignore the little stunt arena. Of, like, Vegas way off in the distance. A big, like, wind farm way off there. Mountains in every direction. Mountains behind other mountains. Like, you can see the peaks off that way. Big old mountain up there. Like, the peaks we just came down off of. Highway, like, going off into the distance. All of this is, like... just... it's, like, that part of the map. Like, that's it. We're seeing, like, a little bit of this mountain range. We're seeing, like, this. Everything we can see is, like, that... calling it a tenth of the map would be generous. Generous. I can't... the scale of it, I just can't get over. I can't get over it. Yeah, Olaf, my state got a little shafted, too. It is what it is. All right, I think we're taking a right here to go over to Salt Lake. Here, let's actually, now that we're here, let's just plop down our location for Salt Lake and get there. There we go. More like a 50th or so. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's a small Small portion of the map. Oh, that's it. Wait, it wants to take me back that way? All right, I'm just going to ignore it and see if it corrects itself at some point. Because we're going the right way, yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay. Why does it... We're on this road, and it's like, no, no, no. No, no, no. Go the other way, please. Anyway. Yeah, man, I can't get over it. 2 planes in the sky, big jumbo jet, little Cessna. I love it. I wonder if this is a real sky map, too. Do I pause the game? Do I take another... Do I go into photo mode again? I'm not, like, seeing anything I recognize. Yeah, quick launch Stellarium, right? I do have it, like, right on my homepage, for the record. Nerd mode activated. I don't see any, like, recognizable constellations. It's interesting, though, because it's gotta be real, because you can see a little bit of trailing on the stars. Also, holy shit, yeah. Dude, when you zoom in, it, like, actually shows more detail. That's actually not trailing on the stars. That's a binary star. But it looks like a real photograph. The artifacting looks like real photographs. I've got to assume. Like, it looks like a real photograph. Maybe the brightness is just off, so it's harder to recognize constellations. I'd bet money you have Stellarium installed 10 minutes ago. Yeah, baby. It's right here. Boom. Boom. There it is. But yeah, I'm not recognizing anything. You think you saw Cassiopeia? Where in relation to the moon? Yeah, it's kind of like a little W. Yep, I know the constellation well. Saying not quite that. Yeah, I'm just not, like, seeing anything I recognize, but it might just be a factor of brightness. I don't know. It's kind of vibey. Just one little house in the middle of the desert. Woo! Get a little bit of airtime. Hey, there's Marine 1 flying overhead right there. That's kind of neat. Matt, welcome to my stream. Where everything is a distraction from everything else. And the driving suffers for it. Oh, that's why it wanted me to take the other route. Because this road goes under the highway. It doesn't actually technically connect. Ah, okay. The GPS wasn't as stupid as we thought. Poor car is ruined. But we're on it. We're on it. Is there a way? How do I repair the car, by the way? I mean, I think we're just going to leave it. Did we ever find out? Does it repair over time? Maybe it does. Got that early morning rush hour traffic. We're just gonna cut up, do a little lane splitting. Repairs over time? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Nice, yeah, it does actually seem like it's, yeah, it is repairing. Very cool, okay. Good thing. So the crew is roughly 1/36th scale. ATS is around 120. Oh, okay, that's like relatively close in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, so ATS, like, ballpark, not quite twice as big. You're breaking the law with that driving? Yeah, but I'm in a BMW, so none of it matters. Have you considered that? Oh man, another amazing view. That's always one of my favorite things about driving IRL, and especially road trips, is like coming over a mountain, like cresting over a hill, and just being greeted with like a completely different view. It's one of my favorite things in real life, and it just happened in the game, and I love it. Man, what a sight. What a sight. A little bit of lag there, or a little bit of stuttering, but overall, again, knock on wood, it's been relatively smooth. Definitely way better than it was the other day. And for the record, we're not even using lossless scaling this time around. So yeah, and it still feels better. We can get a nice view of the lake, maybe? I think we will. We're kind of coming around it, up and around it. Yeah, there we go. Slow down a little bit, kind of go with the pace of traffic. Man, look at that. What a lake. What a view. I love it. Absolutely love it. A little over 40 miles into our road trip, by the way. Ah. No. Just a law-abiding citizen. He's right there. I don't think they care if you speed. I think it's just like hitting cars and stuff. Cars and obstacles. Maybe going into the alternate lane. Oh, we're getting a little bit of snow in Salt Lake as we come into town. Oh, what a cute little town. I mean, honestly, like, decently sized city, but damn. I love it. It's all snowy and cozy. A little bit of snowfall coming down. It's lit very well. Oops, I hit a car again. What a view. Loving this. Oh, okay, I was about to say, look, they even have like pedestrians that fit because that dude was like wearing a jacket and being cold, which is true, but the dude right next to him is just like totally chilling in a t-shirt. That dude is wearing like a big jacket, like, whoo, brr, it's so cold. And then this guy over here is like, ugh, stepped in shit. Just wearing a plain white tee, completely unbothered. So, you know, half points for immersion. Did I ever play Driver? I have played Driver San Francisco. I have not played any of the others. But I have played Driver San Francisco. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. We all know that one guy. I was that one guy a little bit in high school, admittedly. I was. I mean, this is all valid. There's a girl doing it with a nice big jacket. Here's a dude wearing a flannel with a little coffee cup or something. Man, loving this. We'll drive through town just a little bit. Get a little view of it. Check out downtown Salt Lake. This is, I've got family actually that lives here. Got family that lives here, and I visited them last winter. And that was kind of my first time properly visiting Salt Lake, and I very much enjoyed it. Also, they have an In-N-Out. They're like one of the furthest west or furthest east places that has an In-N-Out, which is wonderful. So my family member picked me up from the airport, and he was like, "Do you want to grab any?" It was pretty late, you know, it was like 10 or 11 at night, and he was like, "Do you want to like grab some food before we go back to my place?" And I was like, "Oh no, that's fine." I was like, "Well, I don't know. I'll look around. I'll see if anything, you know, suits my fancy." And then I saw that there was an In-N-Out, and I was just like, oh, we have to go to In-N-Out. So that was the last time I had In-N-Out. It's a very rare occurrence. I've had In-N-Out twice in the last like 4 or 5 years. But gosh dang, do I love it. I'm very jealous of people who have In-N-Out next to them. Yeah, John, I mean, John, maybe. Quickly explain In-N-Out to a European peasant. Fair, yeah. It's the best fast food burger you can get. It's the best fast food burger you can get. People, like a guy with a burrito, will say, oh, it's mid, it's just fine. But they're not factoring everything in. Because you get it instantly. It costs like the amount a burger should cost. And it's delicious, and it's a good amount of food. It's like the last bastion of true fast food in America. And I think it's very good. I think it's an extremely good burger. Like I would eat an In-N-Out burger over pretty much any other burger you could go order at a restaurant. Yeah. Not sponsored, by the way. The fries, terrible, abysmal. Everything outside of the burgers, really not worth writing home about. But the fact that you can get like a proper, big-ass, nice, delicious burger for a cheap price, fast, at like a clean restaurant, with good customer service, it's just fast food done exactly right. Fast food done exactly right. That is what it is. Okay. We're on to our next location. I think we decided we were going to go up through Yellowstone. All right, guys, fuck this game. Comcast? I'm never doing that event. Never doing that event. Sorry. All right, Yellowstone. Here we go. Let's set our marker to right there. So you get the burger from In-N-Out, your fries from McDonald's. McDonald's has the best fast food fries. And dessert from Dairy Queen? I don't know. I'm not like a huge dessert guy, but if my wife and I want dessert, we go get Dairy Queen. So I'd say In-N-Out for the meal, In-N-Out for the burger, McDonald's for the fries, Dairy Queen for the dessert. But I have no super strong opinion on Dairy Queen. The only thing I really have a strong opinion about is In-N-Out. Because my mouth is just watering like crazy wanting some In-N-Out right now. Yeah. Yes, with every fiber of my being, there you go. No, I'm not on Comcast anymore. Thank the Lords. I finally got fiber internet. And it's been amazing. I'll just stick to Culver's. Culver's is fine. I don't hate Culver's. But yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't actually go to In-N-Out, get a burger, go to McDonald's, get fries, go to Dairy Queen and get a dessert. If I'm going to In-N-Out, I'm just getting a burger. And it's gonna be the best. Gigabit? Yeah, 3 gigabit. 3 gigabit up and down fiber. It is an absolute delight. Oh, dude, is that a ski jump? Hey, they got like a little ski resort. Oh, cool. Was this like around when the Olympics were here? Dude, that's so cool. Yeah, 3 gig up and down. Yeah. Dude, yeah, this is sick. Little ski town. For those who don't know, I'm a big skier. I actually broke my ankle doing this. I right now have a bunch of, I'm not going to show you because it's kind of gross, but I right now have some hardware in my ankle because I broke my ankle doing ski jumping. This type of ski jumping, Olympic ski jumping. But yeah. Yeah, it's very rapid. We don't have In-N-Out around here. Yeah, Whataburger. Whataburger's fine. Five Guys and Smashburger are like good burgers. The problem with those is that they're so expensive. Whataburger still is, I think, a little bit cheaper, but Five Guys is obscenely expensive. Like, to the point where it's literally a meme, how expensive Five Guys is. And to me, the burger is like 5% worse than an In-N-Out burger. I'd make the argument that they're about the same, but you're gonna pay literally 3 times as much. That's what makes In-N-Out so good. Is In-N-Out is so much cheaper. Did it make you stronger? No. It did not. It did not. That ski jump was such a fun place. You'd often meet other players jumping down. Dude, heck yeah. Yeah, there's a road. I see a road winding up to the top of it. Shit. All right, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to hit the ski jump. Cuz like, of course we do. All right, back we go. We're not going to go all the way around, obviously. Five Guys is insane. Almost $18 per person to eat there. Yeah, that's a crime. That's insane. Like, when you're approaching $20 for one person to eat at, like, a fast food place, man, go somewhere else. And again, like, it's good food. Five Guys has, I like their burgers. But it's just not worth that much. Just not worth that much. Olaf says around you it's like 25 a person. Yeah, I fully believe that. Oh god, okay, we're gonna have to do a lot of driving, I think, here to get down and around. That's okay. But yeah, I haven't been to a Five Guys in years, because like, for me, just what's the point? I may as well just make a burger at home, you know? Like, it's just not worth that much money to end up with like a fast food burger. For fast food, that's insane. Yeah, exactly. Here you can get into a fancy restaurant with locally farmed meat for that price. Yep. I mean, food costs in the US as a whole have like skyrocketed in recent years. Everything is just expensive. Like even like Taco Bell and McDonald's, you're approaching like $15 to $20 for a meal, depending what you want. Maybe not quite 20, but you know, 15. You're ballpark $15 for a meal, which again is just a crime, and that's what makes In-N-Out so good. Is you can get full off In-N-Out, and it tastes yummy for $10 or less, and it's like good ass food. And In-N-Out does like, I don't know, they've got some sort of fancy beef that they market that they only get from, you know, local US West Coast farms, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. It just tastes good. Just tastes good. Last couple times I went to Five Guys, it was greasy enough to just slide out the other end, you know? Yeah. It is pretty messy. It's a pretty messy burger. Same with Five Guys. Five Guys, sorry, with In-N-Out. In-N-Out can be a pretty messy burger if you get like a double-double with everything on it. Yeah. People don't utilize the value menu from T-Bell enough. Yeah, fair. Yeah, if you want to get like, you know, bean burrito, couple of hard shell tacos, it's certainly much cheaper. Or just like a cheese quesadilla. Like, you can definitely feed yourself for less. Absolutely. At In-N-Out, at least where I'm at, they pay the workers significantly better than all other fast food places. Yeah, that's like a commonly known thing, that In-N-Out does actually treat their workers fairly well. Like, again, In-N-Out, no, it's not going to be the best food in the world. It's a very good fast food burger, and it's just, again, it's just fast food done the way it should be. Like, that's what makes it so good. Is it's priced right from a good company, seemingly. It's good food. It's fast. Their restaurants are very clean. Like, I've never been to a like dirty In-N-Out. I've certainly been to some dirty Taco Bells and McDonald's. But yeah, like that's exactly just what In-N-Out does so well. Is it's just, they just do fast food right. And I always like a company that, you know, pays their employees how they should be paid. That's always a good thing. Yeah, sick. Love the little ski town vibe that we're getting here. I don't go to Taco Bell often, mostly because the aftermath. You know, funny enough, I know that's like a big meme. It's like, oh god, you're gonna get the shits after you eat Taco Bell or whatever. I must have a iron stomach or something, because I've never been bothered by that. And maybe it's just one of those things where it's kind of become a meme, so everyone talks about it. Maybe it's not actually that much of a common problem, but yeah, I always feel fine after eating Taco Bell. I feel worse usually after eating McDonald's than I do after Taco Bell. Taco Bell, I always feel like kind of bloated and gross. Or sorry, McDonald's, I always feel kind of bloated and gross. Taco Bell, I like feel good after I eat Taco Bell. As long as I eat the right amount. You know, I can definitely... There were days back in college. We had a Taco Bell pretty close to where I lived in college. And our go-to, like, drunk/hungover food was... you could get 12 tacos for $10. Or was it 10 tacos for $12? No, I think it was 12 tacos for $10. Yeah, it was. And you literally got, like, this little box of 12 tacos for $10, and we would eat 6 of them while we were drunk, and then we'd put them in the fridge, and then when we were hungover in the morning, we would eat the other 6. And it was the best. And now you can't do that anymore. You can't do that because their tacos are like $1.60 a piece. So it's more like, you know, 12 tacos for $20. I don't know if they still do that deal. I never see it on their menu, but... Ah! Sorry! Is that ambulance for me? Because I might need it. Have you ever tried kebab? Is that a location or is that a type of food? Are you saying like a kebab? What Europeans, my understanding is that what most Europeans call a kebab is what most Americans call like a gyro. Yeah, like a doner kebab. Yeah, that we call those in America like a gyro. That to us is like a Greek, yeah, or Turkish, sure, thing. Yeah, we just call them euros. All right, dudes, here it is. Jump time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you got an achievement for it too. Woo, smooth landing. Yo, heck yeah. That's so fun. I love that they have that in the game. And that there's like actual in-game achievements tied to it. I love that. I love video game stuff like that. Oh, man. All right. Well, now that we've thoroughly destroyed our car, off to Yellowstone we go. There we go. Yeah, leaving Rockport be like... Right, Euro's quite similar. Oh, what would be the difference between a doner kebab and a Euro? What is a kebab always lamb? Although I guess at least in the US, a Euro is not always lamb. Like a traditional one would be. Like a standard Euro is always lamb. Is a kebab always... Like a doner kebab always one type of meat? Is it always beef, always lamb, always pork, chicken, whatever? Oh, that's what they market it as here, though. It's branded as like cucumber, tzatziki, chicken, and that stuff. Sure, yeah. Yeah. John says Euro is different. But yeah, I think... Yeah, John says Euro is pita bread, pork, onion, tomatoes, fries, and tzatziki sauce. With fries? Now, I've seen Euros with fries. And I've had them before. I don't like them with fries. My favorite gyro place does not do fries with their gyros. I get a spicy gyro, and it's got peppers, onions, like a spicy take on tzatziki sauce, and lamb on pita bread. That's that. Oh my god, I like need to get one right now. I'm so hungry for one. Kebab is long, thin slices, and doner is small pieces, like French fry shaped. Wait, but isn't the food a doner kebab? Like, that's what I've heard. Or is it like a doner kebab, specifically the small pieces, and a normal kebab, the long strips? Because for me, when I think of a gyro, I think of the long strips. I've seen, again, you know, it's America, so we're gonna like bastardize and Americanize everything, but so I've seen gyros that are more like kind of thicker chunks of meat. But again, yeah, traditional gyro is like you are taking strips off of like a big hunk of lamb. Yeah, waffle fries versus crinkle fries kind of thing, right? Technically, gyros is the meat itself, and that too is cooked in a cylinder, vertical spit thing. Yeah, that would be the same here. That would be the same here. I once had a kebab with fries in it by accident. It was a bit too much thrown in, but it was good nonetheless. Yeah, to me it just adds too much starch. Like, you're already getting the bread. The bread is already the vehicle for the yummy ingredients, and pita bread is delicious. To me, adding French fries to it, like, it doesn't add anything. It just, like, dilutes the rest of the ingredients. So, I don't know. Also, I think it was Yo-Yo asking, yeah, man, this game's awesome. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely a little bit of, like, nostalgia, rose-tinted glasses for the game, because it is sort of a, you know, it's an important game right now, and it's kind of the hot thing. But dude, this game's amazing. Like, we have been driving for about an hour. We've gone about 60 miles. And we've gone from Seattle to Salt Lake, and right now we're driving from Salt Lake to Yellowstone. It has taken us about an hour to get from here to here. From here to here. And we're going all the way down to the Florida Keys. We're going all the way down here. And the game has just been a treat. And we've been making a couple smaller stops to do stuff. We went and did this ski jump. But yeah, man, the game's great. Game's great. I'm having a really, really fun time with the big old road trip. Yeah, the game does not pause when you alt-tab. Doner kebab, imagine a Venus flytrap-shaped bread with meat, salad, sauce, tomatoes, and onions. Yeah, that just sounds like a gyro. We would describe that as a gyro here. To us, a kebab is like a meat skewer. Yeah, pita pouch, right. Yeah, to us, a kebab is like a, is where you, like, stick cubes of, like, meat, onion, peppers, mushrooms, veggies, whatever, onto, like, a stick, and then you grill that whole stick. If you say, yes, shish kebab, yeah, exactly. But a lot of people in the US will just shorten it to, like, kebabs, because we don't have, at least in my experience in life, we don't have another form of kebab. Like, we don't call anything else kebabs. Shish kebabs are just kebabs. And then the thing you're thinking of, we just call it gyro. So yeah, we, like, have the same things, more or less. We just call them different things. But yeah. So the meat skewer is also a kebab. The kebab is more a style of meat where the doner specifies which sort. Sure. Yeah, we do not You can't order a doner kebab anywhere in the US as far as I know. But you can get something that's basically the same thing. Go to a Greek place and get a euro, and you're pretty much gonna get a kebab. You know. Yeah. You can just say kebab and rely on context. Yeah, for sure. Man, it's gorgeous. The sun's shining. It's like high noon. Not a lot of cloud cover. Leaving Salt Lake out of the Rockies. Ah, love it. Love it. But yeah, I'm a big, there's a, oh, buffalo! Dude, we haven't seen buffalo before. Or bison, I don't know which. Some people say they're the same, some people don't. I think they're technically supposed to be different. But hey, how cool is that? Some beefalos. And one of them has learned the ability to teleport. I love it. I love it. Might be going to Germany next month. Oh, heck yeah. If you're making your own kebabs, it's probably skewers. If you're going for a kebab, probably doner. Yeah, I could see that. Because you're obviously not going to go to a restaurant or like any sort of food place to get a shish kebab. Like, I'm sure there are some restaurants where you can do that, but that's a pretty rare thing. Yeah. But again, here in the US, all kebabs are basically shish kebabs. He got his wings and flew away. There you go. Yeah. Sure. Honestly, the exact kind of meat used and what sides go into it kind of varies place to place. What I personally find is the main difference between gyros and doner kebab is flavor profile. Greek version tending to be smoother, Turkish spicier. Sure, I can totally see that. I mean, yeah, for us, like at this place that I get gyros, you can get oh, I think, by the way, guys, I think we need to set our next marker. Yeah, we're here. We made it. Okay, off to the Badlands. Off to the Badlands. We're gonna go right, I think, there. No, but I want to go up north through. Okay, we'll see. Let's try setting it up here. That works. That works. Yes. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, for us, like a traditional, my understanding of like traditional gyro is like lamb meat with tzatziki. And then like, yeah, some veggies. Maybe tomato, maybe cucumber, maybe onion. But you can still get a gyro with other meat. You can get a gyro that has like beef or chicken or does have french fries. Like I said, I've had one with french fries before. The gyro I get has peppers and like spicy sauce in it. So yeah, for us it's a little more of a blanket term. But like a standard gyro is always going to be lamb meat. Ah, buffalo! Oh my god, there's so many of them. And there's just, oh my, whoa. Dude. There's literally a chick building a snowman. The details. The details. I love that. Now, she's being extremely dangerous because there is an entire herd of buffalo like 20 yards away from her. She needs to go inside. They're knocking the cars around. They literally just despawned a car. But dude, what a cool detail. I can't get enough of that. There's a little snowmobile over there. Bunch of beefalos. This is so legit. God, how cool is that? I think there was a deer that just despawned up there. This game's so cool. Dude, I know, Olaf, for real. Oh, come on, let's debate the hot dog is a sandwich thing. This is literally a car trip. In my opinion, a hot dog is not a sandwich. That is my take. I don't have a strong opinion on that. If you want to call it a sandwich, if you want to say, oh, technically it is a sandwich, then, like, sure. But I think when it comes to those things, you have to think about the spirit of a food. And a hot dog is by spirit not a sandwich. Like, a sandwich has to use, like, layered ingredients. I think that would be my definition of sandwich. Is it has to use... Wow, that's tricky, because there are exceptions to that, actually. Also, my God, this is gorgeous. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, another photo, real quick. I just gotta get one. A little bit of rain falling, the distant mountains. Love it. Okay. Because I'm thinking, like, okay, obviously a traditional sandwich is, like, layered meats. Like a sliced ham, sliced turkey, sliced beef, whatever. And then you've got, like, sliced cheese, sliced veggies, you know, sliced tomato, cucumber, whatever. But you can also have, like... Well... Like, is a sloppy Joe a sandwich? I know they're different. When I say sloppy Joe, what I'm talking about is burger meat inside a hamburger bun. I know different people call that different things. But for here, it's a... Like, I think that's almost a better question. Like, is a sloppy Joe a sandwich? Yeah, because I think I would consider it to be a sandwich. Like, if you take, like... Oh my God, look at how big... What city is that? Wait, where are we headed? Black Hills? Is that St. Louis? Oh my God, that's enormous. Tuna salad, no crust. Yeah, right, like a tuna sandwich. That's not a sliced ingredient sandwich. Granted, you'll usually put like sliced cucumber or something on that. But yeah. I think layers are a good indicator. I think the bun, the two pieces of bread being separate is a good indicator. Dude, this is so cool. Kind of in the Black Hills a little bit. Okay, we need to set our marker now. Oh, shoot. We actually went too far. Okay, now we need to go through the Badlands. All right, guys, now we're up to Pikes Peak. I think we can just set our GPS to Pikes Peak. Ah, shoot. It does not take us through the Badlands. All right, well, hold on. There we go. Okay, through the Badlands, then to Pikes Peak. A hot dog is dangerously close to being a wrap. Ooh, now that's almost a better argument. Yeah. Yes, this is pre-pavement Pikes Peak. I believe that's correct. Yeah. Here's something that bridges the two topics. Half of Greece calls the complete wrap with gyro a gyro. The other half calls the wrap a souvlaki. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but I disagree with the souvlaki because souvlaki means small skewer, and it's the name of the little pieces of meat on a wood stick. Interesting. Yeah, that's funny that even within Greece, you guys can't agree. Also, hey, what the hell? Is there a tunnel I'm supposed to be going under here? Because there's definitely not a road here, champ. Huh. Hold on. No, it's just telling me to go off-road. Yeah, it's just like, hey, bud, just do it. Okay, fair enough, will do. Love this Gen of Z4. Yeah, we're kind of stoked on this, actually. This has been a fun road trip car. All of you are so occupied with whether a hot dog is a sandwich, you're overlooking the real question. Is cereal soup? See, again, that's another thing of, like, the spirit. Is cereal... I think... Okay, here's the question. Here's maybe the defining... Is all soup savory? No, because you can have, like, gazpacho's cold. What's that Russian cold soup? Yeah, there are certain, like, 100% soups that are served cold. There we go. We're back on it. But can you say are all soups savory? Can you say are all soups savory? Because all cereal, I would argue, is not really savory. It's not, I'd say it borders on sweet. Yeah, real car damage as well. Yeah, our car is thrashed. Can I put Ritz crackers in soup cereal to improve it? No, then it's not soup. Good. I think that fits my argument of all soup is savory, all cereal is sweet. Like, what would a sweet... I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a sweet soup. There have been soups that have sweet elements to them, but are primarily savory. So I think that would be my defining factor. Isn't soup supposed to be extracted from an ingredient? Throwing stuff in milk doesn't make it soup. Yeah, I guess is a soup defined by the fact that it must have a broth or stock? And milk cannot, well, milk, I mean, it's derived from an animal, I guess. But it's not, like, boiled. Well, I guess, technically, cultured milk, or pasteurized milk, is, I think, boiled, or it's at least heated. Yeah, I'd say stew is a soup, for sure. Stew to me is like a variant of soup. Stew is like a type of soup in my headcanon. All right, guys, here we go. Let's set the mark for Pikes Peak and set a new land speed record. Oh. I bet you guys didn't know about this route up the mountain. It's just like trying to find the closest paved road and being like, yeah, buddy, just do it. Just go. All right. Well, I don't need the GPS, I think. I can just... Here, we'll GPS to, like, right there. There we go. Yeah, that's the time attack meta. Stew is soup with larger portioned ingredients. Yeah. I would generally agree with that. Making me stay up late again? Good, Matt. That's what it's all about. Also, just again, shout out. Gorgeous location we're in. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, this is the route that Evo took when it tumbled down, yeah. Hey, he survived. So, you know. Most cereal is grains. Is that not a vegetable? Oh, boy. Now we're getting into what is a vegetable, because vegetables technically don't exist. Oh, no. If your soup requires considerable chewing, it's stew. I don't know. Have you ever had frosted wheats? I think is what they're called. Those require pretty considerable chewing. Oatmeal is under the blanket of cereal. They're definitely similar. I don't think I'd call oatmeal a cereal. I would say they're in a similar family. You know, they're like cousins. But I would not consider oatmeal a cereal. Like, if someone had oatmeal and they were like, oh yeah, I made myself some cereal, I would say, no, that's not cereal. This stream will end up in a civil war? Yes. Yeah, see, Olaf says it's a hot cereal. I don't agree with that. I would not consider, again, I consider them similar. They're certainly similar. But I do not in any way consider it a cereal. Because here's the thing, you can have oatmeal without milk. You can have oatmeal with water. I don't know. Not saying that completely disqualifies it, but like, ain't nobody eating cereal with water. Unless you're a psychopath. Olaf says you take that back. I'm not saying it makes it better. But I'm saying it's very common to have oatmeal with water. I'm not saying milk's not better. It is. But yeah, oatmeal's, I don't think I can call it cereal. It all changed when the Soup Nation attacked, right? What a lovely drive this is, by the way. I was a little worried it was going to be too bumpy, too off-roady for our car, but this is a delight. Oh, look at the city off in the distance. Oh my God. How cool is this? Damn it, now I want oatmeal. I know, this whole stream is making me so hungry. I've wanted In-N-Out, and then I wanted gyros. Now I could go for some oatmeal. Or cereal. One or the other. Because they're two different things. But, yeah. I'm hungry. I might have to go get gyros, actually, for dinner. I might have to. Cream of wheat. Yeah, cream of wheat. I put cream of wheat like in the oatmeal category. I'd say sure they're technically different things, but like, are they really? Are they really? Cream of wheat goes in the oatmeal family. Does Pikes Peak actually have an observatory? Yeah, I believe so. I believe there is an observatory. I know there is stuff at the top of Pikes Peak. I know there's like buildings. I think actually pretty recently they just put like a restaurant or something up there. Some sort of like little chalet or whatever. But yeah, I do believe there is a Pikes Peak observatory. I could be wrong, but that sounds right. Sounds right. A meet and eat. Yeah, well, not a BRM, but a M&E. Nice old M&E. There we go. By the way, this is basically the peak. Oh my God. Ah! Okay, 6 shot. Dude, look at that. Now again, it would be amazing if we had some better level of detail, but it's kind of crazy that you can see. I don't even know what town that is. What is that? Oh, that's St. Louis. Wait, what's the other town we could see then? Or city, rather. Was it Chicago? Oh, it was Chicago that we could see. Yeah, I think when we come around the peak, we're going to see Chicago. That was the other big city. Crazy. Oh, dude, Shaolin, always. Always. Well, maybe not, because it should be up this way. I don't know. Maybe it was St. Louis. Maybe we're seeing St. Louis. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My perspective is off a little bit. Okay, that said, let's head back down the mountain. And drive to St. Louis. I think we said, did we say we were going to go to St. Louis? I don't remember what our itinerary was after Pikes Peak. We're also getting close to hitting the 100-mile mark. Yeah, it all started with the In-N-Out in Salt Lake. You're right. You're right. Try to do a little bit of a little time attack run here. Woo! Airtime. Yeah, man, I'm enjoying the handling in this game. I think I can feel pretty comfortable saying that. I don't know how it is in the faster cars. Usually, well, not usually. Sometimes handling falls apart when you get to the really fast cars. But, for these, dude, these are fun as. Yeah, that's got to be Chicago over there, by the way. I think that's got to be Chicago. I think I see a few Chicago buildings. I'm not super well versed in that skyline, but I think that's it. In Salt Lake. Matt, you better hurry back, because we have more food things to discuss. Like, is pineapple good on pizza? No, please don't. Please don't start that one. Aleppo's, yeah, up. Ban anyone who says yes, please. Ban anyone who says yes. Aleppo's out of here. You know your crimes. Ooh, a little doggy? Little fox or a wolf, perhaps? I think it despawned. Having some soup right now. It's made of coffee, hot milk, and sugar. Sure. I'll allow it. I'll allow it if it's good for your health. Which is worse, though, pineapple or anchovies? Ooh. Interestingly enough, that's a weird one for me. Because I would rather eat pineapple pizza. If I am presented with 2 slices of pizza, one has pineapple on it, one has anchovies on it, I would rather eat the pineapple pizza. But I think anchovies are a more fitting topping for pizza. So in spirit, I would rather go with anchovies. But I would rather eat pineapples. All right, here we are. Base of Pikes Peak. Yeah, I think, yeah, what were the big... Oh yeah, we said we were gonna go down to Dallas. So yeah, we're gonna hit up St. Louis. All right, we'll do a quick tour through St. Louis. We won't spend too much time here, and then we'll go down to Dallas. Sick. Okay, here we go. I'm not a seafood pizza guy at all. A pineapple I consider meh, so I guess pineapple it is. Yeah, I love seafood in general. I mean, I guess I'm not often presented with the opportunity to have seafood on pizza. I don't think I've ever had a pizza with, like, fish on it. Maybe shrimp. Like, I think shrimp could be good on a pizza. I would eat a pizza with shrimp on it. Or crab. Or crab or lobster. Like, I'd eat a crab pizza. That sounds pretty dang good, actually. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of anchovies. Shaolin, that's pretty smart, to be honest. I really should have an attorney present during my streams. Just someone to tap me on the shoulder, be like, hey, nope, don't say it. Oh, calamari. Oh, I don't know if I've ever... I love calamari. It's like one of my absolute favorite things. If there is a calamari appetizer on a menu, you bet your ass I'm getting it. That said, I don't know if I've ever... I can say confidently I've never had a calamari pizza. I don't know if I've ever been somewhere that has calamari pizza. It, like, kind of seems like maybe a thing I've heard of or seen before, but certainly not common. Certainly not common, but I would be all about it. I love calamari. I think that would go well on pizza. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been, like, presented with the choice. I had one with anchovies or something in Italy, and one with mozzarella that made my mouth numb. That's not good. I don't know if cheese should be numb in your mouth. Huh. Okay. On a serious answer, it very much depends on where I am. Like a margarita pizza in Margaritaville seems like a thing I should do. I've had brick fire oven lobster pizza and stuff from Bricks before, which was prissy but delicious. Sure. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly some mentality of, yeah, like where you're at, kind of a when in Rome sort of situation. Yeah, I've never had lobster on pizza, but that sounds pretty dang good. Lobster, crab, calamari, I'd be all about it. Oh, drive-in theater! Oh, cool! Oh, that's fun. Where is that? North of St. Louis? Yeah, that's like the appropriate place for a drive-in theater. Awesome. Yeah, I am typically a margarita pizza kind of guy. Give me some big old slices of mozzarella, and I'm a happy camper. Some places do like a really lazy, crappy margarita pizza, but There's also, it doesn't have like a universal name, but I've been to a few places that have it, where they do arugula and like a balsamic. Ooh, that's so good. There's a pizza place I go to that makes amazing pizza. It's like arguably some of the best pizza you can get. At least some of the best pizza like I've ever had. And they do a pizza with, it's kind of like a margarita pizza, but then they also put arugula and balsamic on it, and ugh. There goes my mouth watering again. So good. So unbelievably good. Hey, gas stations. Hey, Forza. Hey. Hey, Forza. You ever heard of these? They're called gas stations. Cars use them. Maybe put them in your game every once in a while. Just a couple. Not a lot, but you know, maybe throw in one or two in your next game. Just saying. All right, there's that PSA done for Playground Games. One place nearby does pizza as follows: pan-fried king prawns, roasted, I don't even know what, courgette? I don't even know what that is. Garlic oil and fresh chili. Sounds kind of good. I don't know what courgette or courgette is, but it sounds kind of good. Joke's on you, only EVs. Oh, God. Thing with pizza is that you can even omit the staple toppings of tomato sauce and cheese. You're going to be basically left with a giant pita bread sort of thing. You can put anything on bread. That's facts. That's facts. All right, St. Louis, here we are. Let's stop at the Arch. I know I saw it. We gotta at least just stop at the Arch. If we're going to St. Louis, right? Oh, it's a zucchini. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard them called. Is it soft G or hard G? Courgette? Courgette? Or courgette? I feel like it's a soft G. Yeah, no, that's all good. Hey, there it is. Read like French. Okay, so yeah, soft. Like a courgette. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we would just call it, yeah, zucchinis. I love zucchini. Love me some zucchini. There's a lot of things I enjoy eating with zucchini. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty good pizza. There it is, folks. Now, unfortunately, outside of, well, I guess we can look at it in camera mode. Here we go. Let's take a little pause. Let's camera mode it. Let's see, can we like get a, it's gonna be, I don't think we can get a view low enough to look. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool shot. Okay, hold on. There we go. Clean up the vehicle. Let's do driver out of the vehicle. Take that shot. That's kind of a neat, like, stylized shot. I can dig that. Here, let's maybe get a little bit more of an angle on it. Nah, I think that's better off, like, dead on. How do I tilt? Tilt. There. Yeah, it's kind of a fun shot. I dig that. I know, I almost want to, like, Photoshop out the lamppost that's just perfectly in the middle. Perfectly ruining the shot. I'm gonna actually, like, get a little bit closer to the car. I can't get that close without kind of taking that out. That's good enough. It's good enough. We got the shot. All right. All right. Dudes, we are now on probably our, like, longest haul of the road trip yet. Down to Dallas. Down to Dallas. It has been, I think, a ballpark an hour and a half. We've made it from Seattle to St. Louis. Now we've got a big haul down south to Dallas, then New Orleans, then over to Miami, and then down to the Keys. And then, again, look at how much of the map is left. Like, the fact that all of this... Oh, wait a minute. Also, what mountain is this? Someone was asking earlier if Mount Hood was in the game. This kind of almost seems like it could be Mount Hood. It's a little too far, I think, east. Because technically it should be, like, more or less right here, I believe. But it's a very, like, lone peak. And I guess if, like, yeah, they're kind of, like, mucking up the Rockies a little bit. But yeah, I think if anything's Mount Hood, it's that. I don't know if anybody else has, like, a thought of what that peak is. I think that's Mount Hood. Because that's kind of the most, like, iconic lone peak in that area that I can think of. But anyway, back to my original point. Yeah, we still haven't been to, like, any of this up here. Or any of this stuff in the middle. I can't get over how big this game is. I cannot get over it. I'll take it. All right, John, good. Also, look at all the people. That mod is working wonders. The city feels very, very alive. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. I know I said it at the start of the stream, but I hope so much that this really gains, I'd say gains traction. It already has. Keeps its traction going. Because what a special game this is. Bow down the jaywalkers, I know, right? Is it telling me to go off-road again, or was there a road right there? Oh, there is a road right here. There we go. Map is redonkulous. It honestly is. Like, it's crazy how much handcrafted stuff there is to a map that's this big. Like, God, just imagine if a Horizon game was this big. I really don't think we're ever gonna get it. Like, I think the era of big open world maps is gone. Because it's a lot of resources. It means you have to sacrifice visuals a little bit. It takes a long time. It spreads the player base out. You know, there's a lot of, like, stupid business reasons not to do it. But oh my God, is it special. It's such a treat. I hope that Horizon, like, just explodes the map for the next game. But I really don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, there you go. As the name implies, Forza ends at the horizon. True. What if Horizon 6 is called, like, Horizon 6? Or it's called, like, Forza No Horizon. And it's like, we made the whole world. We contracted a Sobo to make the Earth. Forza Horizonless. I don't know. It'd be neat. It'd be neat. Not happening, but would be neat. Yeah, it would be cool if they could use some of that tech. I just don't think, kind of like John was saying earlier, I don't think it really works for drivable roads. It's still a convoy of 12. Aww. I really am going to be upset if we're still stuck at a convoy size of 12. I would like to hope, because Motorsport is running with 24, I would like to hope that they carry that over to Horizon finally. I'm not confident about it, but I'm certainly hopeful. The reason I'm not confident is, like, they had enough issues with 12. You know? Like, the online portion of Horizon 5 was just bad. And still is to this day. And that's with a limit of 12. So obviously 24 is just, it's not making things easier. It's not making things less complicated. I'd like to hope that, like, maybe the big reason it was such a headache was because of some, like, they had to, you know, inject some legacy code to make it work with Xbox Ones, and it was bad, and then now that they can ditch that, they don't need to worry about it. I would like to hope that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just Xbox things. But yeah. Yeah, right. Solar Crown is a group limit of 4, which is so sad. So sad. Also, yes, we're getting a little bit of stuttering here. Looks like that's cleaned up. Yeah, back then we imagined such maps with 16 plus player groups. Right. I've talked about this a lot in the past that, like, I used to dream of, to me, when I was, like, playing games like this for the first time, or playing Underground, or, you know, whatever, as a kid, I didn't dream about my games looking better. I dreamed about them being bigger with more players. That's always what I dreamed about, was, oh man, imagine maps getting even bigger. Oh man, imagine being able to play with like 100 people at once. That's always what I dreamed about. And instead, we went backwards. And maps have been getting smaller lately in favor of, you know, visual fidelity and graphics and blah, blah, blah. And we haven't seen any sort of innovation in the multiplayer space as far as being able to play with more players outside of games like Motortown, where Motortown, you know, has a limit of 100, or like GTA, you know, 5M custom servers. Like, it bums me out so much. Like, I wish, and to a certain degree, it's a player problem. Because unfortunately, as much as we don't want to admit it, graphics sell games. Visuals sell games. Now, I do believe, truly, that if you innovate for multiplayer, I believe if the next Forza game said, hey, our visuals are good enough, we're just going to make the map way bigger, and we're going to have a lot more players. I would like to think and hope that that would still be very marketable, and that people would still be like, hell yeah, good on you. But unfortunately, I know the internet. And that's not going to happen. If Horizon 6 comes out, or like gets unveiled, and they're like, yeah, we're keeping the visuals pretty much the same so that we can focus instead on features and gameplay, people are just going to be like, that's so stupid. Why wouldn't you make your game look better? Wow, lazy devs. Like, I just know that's going to be what happens. I don't agree with it. But unfortunately, that is kind of the world we live in, where everything's a hot take. Woo! That electrical station's a little close to the shoulder of the road there, bud. It's not up to code. Also, here we go. We've crossed, by the way, we've crossed the 100-mile mark. As we come in to Dallas with the skyline in view. Looking lovely. Big jet again going overhead. Oh my god, they reused models from Horizon 5. Yeah, like, This same tree was in Horizon 5. Cancel the game. You saw what happened with Solar Crown. I thought it looked decent enough, often even great, yet people complained a lot. Well, and that's, I think Solar Crown is a good example of bad criticism getting in the way of good criticism. There are very valid things to complain about with Solar Crown. But the internet always takes a stance of everything is either 100% bad or 100% good. There are a lot of really good things to like about Solar Crown. There genuinely are, but the internet doesn't like that. The internet doesn't like nuanced opinion. You either have to hate something and think everything about it's terrible, or a thing is perfect and cannot be criticized. And there just is not room for a middle ground there. Also, I don't have any specific thing I want to see in Dallas. So I think we'll just kind of loop around and we'll head over to New Orleans. Over to the French Quarter. There we go. And I think stuff like that is so damaging for games like Solar Crown, where, like, ultimately, yes, it falls short in some pretty significant areas, and there are certainly quite a few things I'm upset about, but there are also good things to the game. There are things I like about the game. What is that car? Oh, dude, sick. Just random traffic. Okay. And I think it's so damaging because it makes the good criticism get lost in the weeds, and it means that a lot of the good criticism gets invalidated because it gets lumped in with the bad criticism. And I hate that. I hate that. And honestly, I really don't mean to like steer towards politics, but just briefly broad strokes without bringing up anything specific. We see it a lot, at least in American politics, where, you know, people are painting things in different lights. They're twisting stories. They're making things sound worse than they are by, you know, omitting important information or taking things out of context. When it's like, yeah, the things are still bad, but at least portray them honestly. Like, there's enough bad things about this. You don't need to make up more stuff. And then, because the problem is it invalidates all the real bad stuff. Because as soon as someone goes, oh, this bad thing about this person was actually fake, then all the other bad things they've heard about that person are going to be fake. Because if that one thing was fake, then probably all the things are fake. And I hate that. Like, I hate that, I don't know, we just can't have, like, legitimate, honest discussion. Everything has to be so polarizing. And that goes for everything. Politics aside. Whee! I saw that there was a cop up there. Ooh, cool new cop livery, by the way. No, I'm doing everything fine. Yeah, social media bad. Oh, hey, a photo Obama poster, right? Yeah, cool. We haven't seen this police livery. Deep South Trooper is what it says. That's kind of fun. Yeah, by the way, this is an environment we have not been to at all. We're like kind of entering the marshlands a little bit. The foliage is changing. The whole color palette is very different. The landscape is completely different. Like I love this, man. Absolutely love this. Like I feel like we're in the South. Crazy concept. Loving this car, by the way. This has been such a good road trip car. Such a good road trip car. Ooh, look at that! Oh, what a view! Quick stop. God, that's cool. Is that a boat? Yeah, that's a boat. Damn right, that's a boat. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is sick. Loving it. Shaolin, you've driven on this bridge. Oh, dude. Awesome. I love it. Yeah, everybody take a shot. That'll be the drinking game for the VOD. When the VOD of this road trip gets uploaded, we'll play a drinking game for every time I say, "What a view!" And you'll be dead by the end of it. Oh, I think I hear my child. Okay, guys. Hello. We might have to split this road trip into 2 VODs. Because we haven't even made it to New Orleans yet. And the plan was to go to New Orleans, to Cape Canaveral, through Miami, down to the Keys. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Yeah, I'm not even in Florida yet. And I don't want to make my wife mad because she's cooking dinner and she's being very kind for doing that. And I want to respect that. Do we pit stop in New Orleans and then on Wednesday finish out the trip? Because I don't think we're going to make it. How many more miles do we have? Like, even if we rushed it, that's still probably another like 20, 30 minutes. Set waypoint. Oh. Hello? Set waypoint. Okay, how far does it say that is? 23 miles. Yeah, so even if we rushed it, that's like ballpark, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending how fast we're going. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to call it, and we're going to finish up on Wednesday, because I think Wednesday is the day before everything happens. Wednesday is before, I think Wednesday is the 24th. That's before TXR comes out, and that's before the Tokyo Game Show. So we'll have one more day of the crew. We'll wrap it up. We'll finish the road trip. We'll maybe like check out a couple other hotspots. We'll do like a little, you know, a tour of like other areas we missed. We'll do that Wednesday. And then from there on out, it's TXR time, baby. I'm going to stop right here, actually. I was going to drive into New Orleans, but we'll save it. We'll save New Orleans for the next stream. So yeah, we'll spend a little bit of time in New Orleans on Wednesday. We'll go over to Cape Canaveral. We'll check out Miami, because I bet Miami's going to be really cool. And then we'll head to the Keys in Key West. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I did not even realize that we had been going for over 4.5 hours.